Alright, time to begin working on part 2. Oh my goodness. Welcome to the only other Wakfu guide you will ever need. We have a lot to talk about, and I have absolutely no clue if I'll do more of these, so let's get to it. Once you hit level 21, you can begin the dimensional rifts. These rifts are made up of waves that progressively get more difficult. Your goal is to finish 40 turns to claim your rewards. Your rewards exponentially increase each wave defeated, but will be slashed if you die during these turns. I recommend having at least 45 minutes of free time, drinks in hand, and bladder emptied. The rift's difficulty also increases per character joining, up to 4, but to counterbalance this, you gain a large amount of AP and MP, allowing you to cast more spells than you even know what to do with, and move further than you have ever gone. It can be overwhelming at times, but play your turn quickly and strategically. These monsters quickly become very tough to fight. This is partially due to artifacts. Artifacts are buffs you can collect by stepping on their tile. Each wave that is defeated spawns 2 random artifacts on the map. Be wary, as you can only collect 1 artifact per wave, and the artifact that you did not pick up will automatically be given to the monsters. Sometimes it's better to collect one to ensure the monsters do not get it. It is recommended that you do rifts in duos, as this is the best ratio of having more help and bonus AP and MP to difficulty. If you are beginning to struggle and do not think you can make it to turn 40, you need to employ this strategy. Liking this video. Let one monster live in the wave that you are on. This makes sure that a new wave will not spawn. Your job now is to kite the monster and stay alive until the rift is completed. You need to do this to keep the massive rewards and EXP that you have gotten. If you die, your rewards are significantly decreased, losing a large chunk of EXP and all item drops. You may continue the Tainalo Rift until level 66, but I recommend stopping somewhere in your 30s or 40s to begin the next step of the Life of a Hunter. If you haven't already, which you should have if you were following my last video, begin the Life of a Hunter by talking to this NPC. He will send you to 3 dungeons in Astrup to kill their bosses and collect their boss drop. Follow this to receive a ton of EXP and a cool hat with pretty good stats. Upon turning this quest in, you will begin the Life of a Hunter 2. This is the same pattern. Kill bosses, get their drop, turn it in, get loot and EXP, next step. This is where things get interesting. Life of a Hunter 3 has you collecting 4 of each boss drop. These drops are not guaranteed, and you will need to repeat these dungeons multiple times. Your reward is more than worth it though, as it gives you loot in the epic tier. The epic loot is restricted so that only 1 piece can be worn on your character at any given time. It makes sense because this is your first equipment to give you bonus AP and MP. AP and MP are extremely valuable stats. Being able to cast 1 more spell enables you combos that you have previously not been able to perform, and kite monsters that you have previously not been able to kite, and your character will thank you. I recommend that if you do not know what to do, always follow the Life of a Hunter questline. The story. Once you hit level 25, it is recommended you do the main quest. It's quirky with charming characters, unlocks major areas, and it's also necessary to unlock special upgrades to your character. These upgrades allow you to access parts of the map that you could not before. It's fairly straightforward, and these traversal upgrades are necessary for bounty hunting and to level up some professions. Wakfu's economy is completely player-driven and money is earned through the market. Players collect resources and sell them to other players who would like to craft items. Those crafted items are sold on the market, often by somebody who has money through collecting resources, thus continuing the cycle. How do you fit into all of this? Through professions, you can learn to collect the most basic of materials, collecting experience while doing so, and eventually craft the things people want. You will also need to do the quests that pop up in the overworld, as the prize for these quests are also necessary in professions. I recommend learning every gathering profession, including farmer, fisherman, herbalist, lumberjack, miner, and trapper. Learn the crafting professions as you need them. To start with crafting, I recommend baker and handyman, as both of these are very useful to you. Baker allows you to begin making bread from the resources gathered from farming, which is your primary way to heal outside of combat. Bread is also always in demand in markets. To level farmer, go to the city that your highest level of crop available grows, then balance the environment. This may mean harvesting crops before planting, or planting excess before harvesting. It takes time to learn to balance this, but you'll get the hang of it. Handyman lets you craft workshops for people's haven bags, which sell for a good price, and requires resources that are relatively easy to gather early on, making for a great injection of commas into your bank account. Astrub has a separate market, as it's considered a beginning area. Sophokia, Bonta, Brakmar, and Amachna share a marketplace, though Sophokius is closest to the Zape.
Zop.
During downtime between grinding professions or waiting for things to grow, I like to grind for a blood ring in the Seilachi dungeon. As these are essential to have in the early levels and sell for a great price, it's always great to do with your downtime. Overall, these are the stepping stones that make up the basic gameplay loop of Wakfu. You become stronger to collect items to either become stronger or make money, in which you can become stronger or make even more money. There's also guilds which provide bonuses if you join one, and camaraderie. I highly recommend joining one, as English-speaking players can be hard to find at times. There's also a way to watch French Wakfu guides on characters and classes. Let me break that one down for you. It's extremely useful if I don't make more of these. Open the description of any Wakfu video or guide that is in French, and click Show Transcript. Now copy the entire transcript and paste that into Google Translate or whatever translator of your choice. I found this extremely useful when learning to build my Iliotrope. There's so many topics, such as attributes, how to build a character and be strong, equipment, dungeons, sublimations, PvP, the list goes on. When I made that first video, honestly I was at a high in my life. Things were great, and I think it showed through the video and my optimism for the entire series. Things changed very shortly after it was released, and I burnt out and stopped playing Wakfu altogether. It doesn't mean that I will never play Wakfu again, or if none of these videos will ever be made again, but I don't know if another one of these videos will be made again, and I won't promise that. I will leave you with this. Tell your friends you love them. Keep your loved ones close, and most of all, love yourself. I've been Pop's Voice, you've been you. And did you know Wakfu will be 13 years old on March 1st of next year? That fact will probably age very poorly, won't it?